afternoon, everyone. My name's Emily Darchuk, an OSU College of Agriculture's master's graduate from the class of 2015 in the field of food science, and it is my extreme honor to be a part of this very special day. When thinking about a commencement speech, it's often someone standing in front of a room laying out a precise roadmap for success for the years to come. But in reality, I have no clue what's coming a decade from now, let alone next week. And although that feels really scary at times, in reflection writing this speech, 18 years after my own undergraduate commencement, I realized that nobody really ever did know what the future held. So when things feel scary and complicated, I find it's best to resort to simplicity to stay grounded. And with that, today isn't a scary step into the great unknown. Simply put, today is a celebration of showing up. A celebration of you showing up to class every day in the rain, or even more impressively, those rare sunny days that are oh so tempting to skip out on. A celebration for everyone in the room and for those who couldn't make it today, but showed up for you along this multi-year journey. And a celebration for showing up for each other as you start and throughout your careers, because the interconnectedness of all majors within the College of Ag is unlike any other program. And in a time where trends move as fast as a TikTok and you're transitioning from a world of 10-week term sprints, it's an important time to remember that if you're lucky, your lifetime is actually a long time, and your legacy will be even longer. So as you enter your respective fields, it's important to remember the common responsibility we all have as graduates of the College of Agriculture, to not only produce, but also to protect. Now, when I first showed up at OSU, I didn't know what the future held, but I knew I wanted to get a master's in food science because I always cared about where food came from, and I instantly knew I was at the right place at the right time to prepare me for anything. As I toured graduate schools across the country, the campus in Corvallis really stood out. Walking around campus at a time before everyone was staring down at their phones, I could look up, and I saw bright orange light pole flags saying, "Choose kindness, choose civility, choose respect." Where other schools had flags bragging about the best XYZ to the point where it all blurred together, I already knew OSU had the best-in-class research and incredible accolades. But the little details showcasing with pride how they did that work, with civility, with kindness, with respect, showed me that there is something special here that other campuses couldn't offer. And my time at OSU was wonderful. I studied under Dr. Elizabeth Goddick, had amazing professional opportunities, and learned a ton. Not just about science, but also myself. And through research, I learned the value of incremental progress and the importance of integrity in everyday work, because in many ways, the work of the grad student that came before me was more impactful to my future success than even the work of the person who had their name on the building that I studied in. Reminding me that regardless of professional status ever externally achieved, which unfortunately can sometimes be outside our control, we all have the autonomy to create a lasting positive legacy within any community we're a part of, the concept of which can be so much broader than just a zip code. So while it's common in commencement speeches to say everyone can achieve big things, and that's certainly true, we become so focused on the big things in our society, we've lost the ability to do the simple things. And that can at times make doing anything anymore feel paralyzing. But it's the little things we do that are in our control that create the human experience and make up the portfolio of personal and professional achievements that live long past our lives. It's the way we show up every day that really matters. It's the work done with clarity, purpose, intention that pushes boundaries and inspires others that leaves a lasting positive legacy. Now, you're entering fields that have been around since the dawn of time, which has an immense responsibility, but also has a grounding clarity, because agriculture is the glue that holds humanity and civilization together. If you go back to the Latin roots of these words, humanity stems from the word humane, and civilization from the word civility. So doing agriculture right means we all have that common responsibility to both produce and protect in all we do. And agriculture, just like life, is a journey. It requires 1 foot in the wisdom of the past, 1 foot firmly planted in the present to work in harmony with the environment and the needs of the people around us, and most importantly, our eyes and our hearts pointed towards the future. And if we only think of now and adopt the hubris of today to move fast and break stuff, you might get short-term achievements, but our actions will have dire consequences. You'd have broken soil, broken land, a broken food system, a broken civilization. But members of the ag community are different. We have the ability to break that fourth wall of the day-to-day noise of the modern world to actually stay connected to what's truly real, the foundation of life for all things on earth and the interconnectedness of us all. Because what happens to the world inevitably happens to us, and if we don't understand the responsibility we have to work in harmony with the environment, we will be dropping that baton pass to the next generation of College of Ag graduates who will be sitting in these seats. So be an advocate for all things real. What you choose not to do can sometimes be as impactful as what you choose to do. Push back on things that deplete resources. And remember, technology should work for us to better society, not us working for it. But at the same time, don't be afraid to push back on the status quo. Just because it's always been done a certain way doesn't mean it's right now or will be going into the future. So I'll leave you with one thing that I hope will be a graduation gift and live long past any memories of this speech. Never forget the magic that's in this room today. Because OSU is one of the only sea, space, sun, and land-grant universities in this world. It means that beavers are in the driver's seats to literally shape the universe. And regardless if you are top of your class or barely made it here today, the important thing is you are here. And we all have that same exact springboard to do great things from this day forward and access to the amazing alumni that have come before you. And while the common concept of producing and protecting looks different for each field, the link between all of our work to create healthy land, water, soil, plants, animals, and food is indivisible. It is the interconnectedness of all of our work that means we need to show up for each other for any one of us to truly be successful. So as names are called for each major to collect their diploma, pick out a new face from a different department from yours, and at the celebration this afternoon, introduce yourself, share your goals, and find a way to stay connected to start to build your network, because beavers have so much opportunity to shape the world for the better. And when we all put down our phones, look for common bonds, and seek wisdoms from each other instead of algorithms, we can achieve big things together. And those who do the right things will also achieve external success. And in the same way we learn to nurture the respective things we grow, don't forget to do the same for yourself. Because a lot of the principles you learned within the College of Agriculture apply to all aspects of life. The concept of giving back to the land, and the land will give back to you, works in many aspects of relationships. Challenges you overcame at OSU have helped make you a stronger person. Don't shy away from mental and physical challenges going forward. Cherish your individuality, your creativity, your critical thinking, and your ability to holistically problem solve. Don't use things that contribute to your own obsolescence. Instead, look to enrich yourself and those around you. Human connection is essential to nurture. Stay curious and learn from others from all walks of life, and inspire others through sharing what you know. And just as it's important to let land lay fallow to recharge for the long term, find quiet and time to just be bored, and allow for introspection from time to time along your journey to make sense of the future. And take with pride where others have to be reminded to touch grass to stay grounded. We are the ones responsible for that ground. Heck, some of you guys are literally going to be the ones growing that grass that others so longingly aim to touch. So, in a world relentlessly trying to sell you all the things that they think you need, I want to acknowledge what you already have. You have a North Star that led you to your studies in agriculture in the first place to continue to guide you. You had the education that taught you how to help all things, including yourself, not just survive, but truly thrive. You have a greater purpose to produce and protect in all the work you do. You have a diverse community supporting your success, and from today, you have the ability to shape the legacy you want to leave for future graduates and humanity at large. So just keep showing up. Go figure things out and be comfortable with the twists and turns that make up a meaningful life journey. And resist the urge to know all things instantly, because you have what it takes to not just follow down a well-worn path, but to trailblaze your own future, which will become a stepping stone for those to come. So, cheers to you, OSU class of 2026, and thank you again for the honor of allowing me to join you today in your celebration. Go Beavs!